And a good sunny morning to you all. Welcome back to the homestead, Taterland. We're back in Arizona. So I guess I'll start adding all these videos back to my homesteading playlist. It's good to be back. Had Danny here for the whole season taking care of everything. He works nearby and he's occupying the west half of the property behind the loop here. But I got some stuff I got to figure out while I'm here, and a lot of repairs going on before we hit the road again. But first, you're not going to believe it. How do I tell you this? Well, Black Betty is my only mode of transportation now, besides the RV over there. I don't know if you can see in my face, I got a little burned riding the Harley all the way down to Phoenix yesterday and back. Had a buyer for the smart car, and Tater Tot I put so much into. I mean, obviously I'm never gonna get all of that back. Probably the first vehicle I've sold on the channel that I've actually lost money. You know, most of the things that I get and acquire, I pretty much get to ride and enjoy for free, and then I sell them and get the same amount of money back. But the smart car, not the case. It's just, it wasn't working for me. It just wasn't working for me, period. So in the meantime, it's nice having a little bit of extra cash in my pocket to be able to think about some repairs and things I need to get done on the RV, like the generator and the steps. And I've got the slide out right now. It pushed out just fine. Getting it back in is a whole other story. And just some other things going on in my life. But in the meantime, I'm also looking for the perfect vehicle. Something that can have two purposes, right? A toy and a tool. I know I want something with four-wheel drive capability, and I know I want something that I can still flat tow behind the RV for the next trip if I don't take the trailer and the motorcycle with me. But anyways, yeah, Taterland is here, and it brought a big smile to my face when I got here and then realized all the work I've done in the very little time I've really been here. I mean, I've only had this property here for about 18 months, and it was barely. You guys remember when I was walking around on this thinking, I could do this here and I could do that there, and I was all excited, and then I was like, yeah, but I'm gonna be on the road all the time. When am I gonna do all this stuff? Well, every little time I come back for a month or two here, we get something else. Now we have two buildings. We got Taterland, Babe the Blue Box, and I've got my tool shed here, as well as even though this is off-grid property, I'm just tickled to death that I actually have trash service here. I've kept this going. Danny's been using it, and it's $31 a month, and that's a pickup every single week. And it's so convenient that I don't actually have to drive all of my garbage to the county landfill here like so many people do. I mean, 31 bucks a month, that's a bargain as far as I'm concerned, because we got to haul in our own water. We got to produce our own power with this power array here, which I love, and septic. Danny has made one change. I've got a septic, what do you call it? I'm going to call it a dump station. I've got a dump station here at the corner of Babe the Blue Box. It runs downhill over here. We've got another septic dump station right there. And when I was gone, Danny put in a third dump station up by him. So we have three running to the septic system right on the other side of my trailer over there. And then the leach fields are over there. And I want to do something with that later also. You can't put a whole lot of weight on those leach fields, and you still have to have drainage, water flow, but you can still use that area for something. And we're going to do something with that. Maybe not in this particular series, but my face hurts. I'm burned up pretty bad. Billy's quad is still back there underneath the solar panels. I think he's coming to pick that up end of the month. And my projector screen has survived the winter and the Arizona winds. And then here is where Frida sat and parked, behind Babe the Blue Box, which I loved because the wind always comes from this direction, and this building would always block a lot of the wind coming in. But the Bigfoot behind me is 5 feet longer. And it, as it sits, will not fit in this space right here. So it's over there, kind of out of the way. I'd rather have that area open because this is my tree and my hangout area over there. And then this is the loop driveway. But if I want to put the RV here, I'm gonna have to get a little creative, which means my 550 water gallon tank, which still has about 40 or 50 gallons of water, is gonna need to get moved. And I'm probably gonna have to chop down that whole section of trees right there. My pine trees are doing good though on the property. Healthy as ever since we trimmed around them. Oh, how did this Grizzly Run gravel hold up in the winter? Well, you know, it had a lot of snow here, and Danny uses this loop every day, no matter what. It's done okay, but with the melting snow and the rainwater, there are some concerns to think about here. I might be getting another layer of a different kind of rock here for later. This little area I developed for Diana to park here. So this is a nice, 24-foot RV will fit here, but I could change that also. So some of the things I was thinking about is removing this dirt pile right here and either having this site go all the way back or turning this into one big long site right here that taps into the loop right there. Again, Danny's over there on that side of the loop of the property. As you come around the loop, I've got about 40 feet here. So you can see this is either a driveway, a loop to get back to where Danny's at, or this could be another site right here. I've got my property markers back there from when they did the survey. Haven't done anything with this area here yet. It is still just raw. And then we come back around the corner here, back to where I got to start working. Got to start planning on where the RV is going to sit, because currently I cannot hit the dump station in the RV. But I do have a portable Rhino tank, which I could bring over, and if I had a vehicle, I could transport that over to the dump station to hit that right there. But right now, we're actually downhill with the RV to get uphill to where that's at right there. That's why I want the RV to be back here a little bit farther uphill, and then we can run the septic line, the sewer hose can go underneath the RV. And then, yeah. So let me empty this out. I'll get my little external pump. We'll empty the last bit of that into the RV so that I can start moving that. We got a chainsaw, and I'll start doing some projects. And we'll just kind of see. But thanks for joining me here on the homestead, everyone. It is so good to be back. The power and the security and the cameras and everything has held up very, very well. I'll tell you, but the biggest expense of all was the month of December, January, and February. This sucker right here needed to be refilled every month at about $300 a month. And that's to keep that one heater inside here to keep Babe the Blue Box at 50 degrees so that those lithium batteries didn't freeze. That is not going to be the case moving forward. Even though they built me this awesome system to get propane in there. Oh, the other reason why I need to park the RV closer to Babe the Blue Box is because I've got the 30 amp plug here, which Danny is currently using. He's been trickle charging stuff and running a few things, but in the summertime, I'm gonna use that for extra power, for solar power, you know? So anyways, time to grab a chair and sit down and relax, take it easy. Guys, be patient as we make some videos. Hi, Jax. That's where Jax is at. And maybe think about insulating Babe the Blue Box. I've also considered taking down all of my Mickey collection in there, boxing it all up and doing something different with it. I don't know, sometimes it feels like a waste. Like, how many times can you walk in here and look at all the years of collections that I've had? We'll look at it here in a minute again. But again, you know, it's not functional for me. I want to do something different with this building right here. So we'll see. Excuse me, monster. Just because we're here at the homestead doesn't mean you get to sleep in. When that sun comes out, when that rooster starts crowing, it's time to wake up and put you to work. Yeah, you're going to be hunting pack rats, okay? And put you on a leash and you're going to hunt them. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I'll make cat coffee. Terror Bear, you about ready? You about ready to start your cat day? It's a beautiful day out in Arizona. Blue skies and sunshines. Yeah. Let's do it, girl. Yeah, let's get some breakfast. Most important meal of the day. Okay. Oh, yeah. My plastic chairs survived the winter. My table didn't. Little table cracked. But, yeah. Sunshine. Blue skies. Matter of fact, look at this outlook for Sholo for the next week. Remember when I came into New Mexico? Boringly predictable southwest. Yeah, that's what you get. There's basically no drama unless you live down in the valley 4 hours south of here and you're in Phoenix, but it's hot. It'll get hot. It's already in the 90s there. But here, at 7,000 feet in Sholo, this is a vacation getaway for the summer. This is the best time to be here. And I'm really glad I have a homestead, guys, because sometimes I need a break. I don't like to quit. I feel like quitting sometimes. I don't like to quit. I would rather just take a break and get caught back up. It's been an interesting start to 2024 for me. But we're going to be okay. We're going to get there. You know. I'll come back to my thinking tree here in a little bit. And then, if it is a little too warm in the summer, I can move my chairs right here underneath this tree too. But ideally, I'd rather have this spot open where the RV is at right now, because that's going to be seating for the outdoor movies this summer. Well, yeah, I've pretty much all but decided that it is time to kind of retire Mickey Mouse collecting. What an adventure it's been. I hate to just box it all up, but I'll show you one last look in here and bathe the blue box what's going on before we start making some changes. This is the heater with the thermostat that kept this room comfortable with the blue propane flame that came in through to protect these 800 amp hours of lithium by Redodo here. So, and the Sun Gold Power inverter, which can be expanded and doubled. What you saw outside can be doubled. Got my Camel collection over here. And then the Mickey collection. I would value this stuff at like probably over $20,000 in all the Mickey stuff. I need to dust bad. But it has been a crazy adventure collecting all of this Mickey stuff, guys. Just insane. And it's just in here. You just come in and look at it. I love looking at very first thing I ever got Mickey Mouse. This Mickey Mouse telephone right there started everything. I mean, it's just incredible. And then I get to come over here and say hi to Jax, his little memorial. His ashes are no longer in here. I showed you those are outside under the rocks. Mr. Quacker's, a bunch of old pictures, so I can reminisce. All the strange things I've collected from all the parks. I've got some new stuff to add to all this, for sure. And then, of course, my Harley collection here. My Harley Davidson collection. And my freezer. This is kind of like a end of the world apocalypse COVID freezer, in case, when you couldn't find chicken, you couldn't find meats, and I wanted to stock up and stuff. But yeah, all my magnets. I got more to add to this board, but the rest of it in here, well, we'll see how far we get this summer. I always underestimate the amount of work I'm able to get done. Like, I'm like, nah, I might box all this up. You watch. By August, this whole thing could be insulated with Romex wire and water plumbing. Technically, right on the other side of the corner right there is where that septic dump station's at, right there. Be a perfect spot for a real toilet. A real toilet, like a house toilet. And a shower and a sink. And, well, we'll just see. I've got a lot of other financial things going on in my life right now. I don't know I mean, insulation and materials are going to be a cost. And I may need to get a truck myself just to be able to haul materials like that, you know? So, anyways, that's what Babe the Blue Box looks like in May of 2024. Subject to change. For now, after I box everything up, it's probably going to go into the other shed over here in boxes so that I have it here on site. That's also got the alarm on it as well. So my stuff will be safe, and we'll just see what we do here, okay? So peaceful and quiet. Sometimes you can hear the highway out there, cars going, well, they're not going 65, they're going 90. That's why sometimes it's a little louder. And since I've been back here the last 2 days, I have not heard the generator down the... I have one neighbor that's within a mile, and he has a really noticeable generator that he uses sometimes. I haven't heard it once since I've been here. I've driven by a few times. I usually wave at him and say hi. I haven't seen him out and about, so I don't know for sure. Oh, I gotta show you my other 2 favorite trees here on the property. Right through here. They're doing good. These 2 tall pine trees right here. I'm lucky to have so many pine trees scattered throughout all these junipers. I believe you call this a pinyon pine. Let me back up. You can see they're getting lots of sunshine now and getting big. That is the actual tallest tree on my property, is this pine right here. And I don't remember this. There's a little baby pine. It may have just gotten some seeds and planted itself there a year or 2 ago, and I missed it. But yeah, looking good. There's that wind. There's always a breeze here at Taterland. Always a breeze going on. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm gonna get started right away with the homesteading videos here to come, but don't be surprised if I get spontaneous again and leave in the RV and go camp somewhere else, or, you know, we'll see. We shall see. I'm not even gonna say anything anymore because I change my mind so often. Okay, guys, be well. Tara and Opie and I will see you in the next one.